What if I told you the people who looked blessed were actually cursed, and the ones who were humiliated, dragged into exile, were the ones God was protecting? Two baskets, two fates, one terrifying truth. God doesn't always choose who you think He would. This isn't a parable. It was a real vision, a message so strange, so symbolic, that it still disturbs people today. Two baskets of figs, placed before the temple of God. One beautiful, one rotten. But the twist? The beautiful fruit belonged to the captives. The rotten ones were those who stayed behind. Why? Let's find out. It's after the first wave of exile to Babylon. King Jeconiah and many leaders are taken. Jeremiah sees a vision. Two baskets of figs placed in front of the temple. One filled with very good figs, like the first ripe ones. The other full of rotten, foul-smelling figs, so bad they couldn't be eaten. God could have used fire, a sword, even a storm. But He chose fruit. God breaks the silence. He explains. The good figs are the exiles, those taken to Babylon. The bad figs are those who remain in Jerusalem, including King Zedekiah. To the captives, I will bring you back. I will give you a heart to know me. To the ones who stayed, I will make them a horror, a curse. Wait, what? You mean the ones taken as slaves are the blessed ones? And those still in the holy city are doomed? This is not what anyone expected. It flips everything upside down. Here's the mystery. God wasn't judging based on where they were. He was judging based on who they had become. The exiles were humbled, broken and ready to listen. The ones in Jerusalem were still arrogant, clinging to a temple they no longer honored. To the human eye, it looked like the exiles lost everything. But in God's eyes, they were the ones worth saving. The bad figs looked comfortable. They had their city, their temple, their pride. But their hearts had already rotted. This wasn't just about figs. It was a divine test, and it still applies today. Sometimes what feels like exile is God's protection. Sometimes what feels like comfort is spiritual decay. Just because you're in a high place doesn't mean you're in a right place. And here's the terrifying question. What if you're in the basket that looks good on the outside, but God says it's rotten? There were two baskets, and every generation ends up in one of them. The question is not, where am I physically? The real question is, what condition is my soul in? The rotten figs never knew they were rotten, until it was too late. Next up, why did Jeremiah buy land in a city about to be destroyed? A sealed deed, a collapsing kingdom, and a promise buried beneath the rubble. Subscribe to be the first to get the video.